Hello, everybody. This is Gary. Today is October 4th, Tuesday, 2022. It is 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States in Rochester, New York. And this is my Coping with Schizophrenia blog entry for today. Today I'm doing okay. I just did some work on my computer. I do consumer surveys for extra money. I'm making this video as part of my daily schedule. I did some morning meditation. I'm about to go outside and go for a walk and do my walking and physical therapy exercises. Um, as far as my psychiatric symptoms are, today they're not too bad today. I have some levels of anxiety, but nothing too severe. I have some depression, but nothing too severe. My paranoia and my delusions are pretty low key today. My auditory hallucinations are at a bare minimum. Um, I am seeing my psychotherapist on October 12th, which is next week. I'm seeing my peer support specialist on October 13th. I'm seeing my gastroenterologist on October 10th, just to do a follow up on my gut health. Um, but I have agreed to see my peer support specialist once every 2 weeks to keep me more stable, and my therapist once every 2 weeks to make sure I stay stable. Um, the goal, or at least part of the goal, is to avoid having me go to the psychiatric emergency room if it isn't really necessary to go. And I've actually been doing pretty well in that area. I went to the psychiatric emergency room, I believe it was 2 or 3 months ago, and before that, the last time I had gone was October 30th of 2021. So that's about 2 times in the past year, and that's a new record for me in recent history because I was going to the psychiatric emergency room once or twice a month for a while, which is excessive and it costs a lot of money. It requires the police to show up, an ambulance to show up, going to the emergency room itself costs money to be sent there, treated, evaluated, and either let go or admitted into the hospital. All of that costs money, so avoiding that if possible is always part of the goal. I saw my psychiatrist week before last on Friday. We did increase my Klonopin from half a milligram of Klonopin twice a day to 3 times a day, half a milligram. We didn't make any other changes in my medication. Since we cut my Zyprexa in half from 20 milligrams to 10 milligrams a day, I haven't had any urinary retention. I did a couple months ago have to have a urinary catheter inserted, and I wore a urinary leg bag for about 2 weeks. My urologist thought maybe my Zyprexa, which is an antipsychotic drug for my hallucinations, delusion, and paranoia, my urologist was wondering if that was causing the urinary retention. So at the time, we cut my Zyprexa in half, and when I saw my psychiatrist week before last, we decided to keep the Zyprexa for now at 10 milligrams a day at nighttime and increase the Klonopin. We made no other changes to my psychiatric medications. I saw my primary care doctor last week, and she didn't make any changes in my medication. I did ask her if we needed to increase my blood pressure medication. Because I have my own urinary I have my own blood pressure cuff, and I was measuring my blood pressure on a regular basis, and my blood pressure seemed high. It was consistently at 145 over 90 or higher. But when I went in to see my primary care doctor, my blood pressure was lower than that, so she didn't add any blood pressure medications. She said in the future, if my blood pressure is high, we will add another blood pressure medication to my medication list. In the meantime, she wants me to try to control my blood sugar through diet and exercise, my cholesterol through diet and exercise, and control my blood pressure with diet and exercise, along with the blood pressure medications I'm already on. So that's where I stand medically. There's not much happening to me right now, medically speaking. I still have some pain in my right knee from surgery on May 13th. They removed a torn meniscus. The pain is getting less and less the more I exercise my legs, and it's not anywhere as debilitating as it was to walk up and down stairs. I mean, I live in a high-rise building, so there's elevators, so I don't use the stairs a lot anyways. But I did use the stairs yesterday because the elevators were running kind of low. One of them was down and not working, so I took the stairs, and it didn't hurt as much as I thought it would in my right knee to use the stairs. So my right knee is still healing after surgery, but it's getting better with each passing day. And as long as I keep exercising, as long as I don't stay stationary all the time, which is good for anybody's mental and physical health. So I try to stay more active physically as much as I do try to stay active mentally and emotionally. Yesterday I went outside to the pharmacy to pick up my prescriptions. My paranoia was pretty strong. I thought people were looking at me, spying on me, violating my personal space. I got real angry. I mean, not verbally or anything like that, anger internally. And I was very paranoid, very suspicious of other people around me. Felt like I was being watched and followed. That's not so bad today as it was yesterday. I'm certainly in control of my own behavior. I'm not suicidal, I'm not violent, and I'm just trying to stick to my daily schedule.